Secret Invasion Episode 1. Let's talk about it. Alright, so first off, I just want to say the intro was pretty good in my opinion. I do understand the outrage at the same time of using AI, um, but I think I do understand that it fits the theme of the show, or they could really just be saying that because they're running broke or they don't have the budget for paying like the actual artists and designers. So I don't know. It does seem a little bit too convenient, but regardless, I did like it. It kind of set a tone for the show as well, and it was unique and interesting. Second of all, the plot of the episode was also kind of alright as well. It set things up properly, and it's not supposed to be like a masterpiece by any means. And yeah, it was alright, really. It wasn't nothing, spectacular like that in my opinion, but it set the theme of the show. It set the tone and the pacing and everything. And it also gave you a little bit of exposition on where Nick Fury has been and what's been going on. And also, it was great to see Talos once again. Now, the third thing I want to talk about was the acting, which is also just good. Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, he delivers always, and Toby Smulders as Mariah Hill as well was very nice. Now, there were like two negatives that I didn't really enjoy as much, which is number one, Mariah Hill's death. It just seemed a little bit too maybe forced or like rushed into it very quickly without like building up to it, which I think you need to do. I believe, if I'm not wrong, the last time we saw her was in like Infinity War or Endgame, and to just show a character dying as their first appearance after many years, it seems like you're just going straight into it without any build up, which you need to do. And it's like it's not really going to hit as much as it could if you had built up to it, in my opinion. One more negative thing that I wanted to add was that, yeah, as far as the plot goes as well, it was, what's the word, like stale or dry. It didn't lure me in as much because I don't remember, like, yeah, there hasn't been like an MCU TV show in a while to like watch, and there's no prerequisite TV show to watch before watching this. So regardless of what you have watched in the past, you're still going to be jumping into new territories with the show. And there's no show that you can kind of watch and then just watch this as a second show because again, they're different tones, a different plot line, a different story entirely. And one more negative that I didn't really like was that Nick Fury's out here carrying a gun, and it doesn't seem as discreet as the show may have wanted it to be, and people just seem to be ignoring it, or they don't run away or nothing, they don't question it. Also, wouldn't there be like news on the appearance of a man that Earth probably hasn't seen in some years after mysteriously vanishing? That is Nick Fury, of course. It seemed a little bit unrealistic in a sense, in that sense. And one more thing I forgot. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the tone of the show, which is really different from the rest of the MCU TV shows. It kind of sets itself apart from the other TV shows as well, which I really did like. It's a lot darker, mature, and it just seems a lot, you know, it has slower pacing as well, which I also do like. And I'm excited to see what they use to do with it because I do like the start darker tone, and that's what I also like for Marvel, going forward a little bit. And yeah, so it turns out Everett Ross in the show was being impersonated by a Skrull, but then I don't know when the show is set in the MCU timeline. If it is after Wakanda Forever, then that makes me think that he was being impersonated then as well, which I think will have future implications on the MCU and how what vibranium is used and all that. If it was before as well, it could be the same thing, or he got later abducted in between Wakanda Forever and Secret Invasion. So yeah, that was also really cool, and yeah, and it also kind of explained a little bit of where Nick Fury was. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, overall, I am hopeful for a good season, but I am skeptical because of the 6 episodes, which I don't think has a good track record for MCU productions. I kind of feel like it'll be rushed. Hopefully not, though. But yeah, that's about it. Peace.